Yay, you press play. Now put your fucking phone down. Okay, no more phone while you're driving, and everyone's gonna be okay. Everyone's gonna be fine. Cool. That's that. Now, let's start the episode of this podcast. Fair enough? Cool. Hey, I saw you look at your phone. Don't do that again. Okay, now we'll start. Welcome to Board While Driving, and thank you for listening. If you're wondering how to listen on another app or another platform, perhaps the one you're listening on currently, just go to www.boardwhiledriving.com and you can find all the links to where this podcast is available. Okay, cool. Thank you. The Season 5 finale, Mother's Mercy, directed by David Nutter and written by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, is what Armen and I will be talking about on this episode of Board While Driving. It's like it's one of those alarms that just cuts off real quick. Anyway, so this is the finale. Stannis marches, Dany is surrounded by strangers, and Cersei seeks forgiveness while Jon is challenged. More than just challenged, I think I should say. This one left Armen fucked up. I mean, he's fucked up after this. And I'm gonna make him wait at least a week before we watch the premiere of Season 6. So, yeah, thanks for listening to us, and follow us on social media at Catch Funny Gang and at Board While Driving. Alright.
Oh, come
thanks,
on. I am so mad right now. I am so mad. That for sure gets an A+, for sure. My emotions are very high. Oh, I'm so mad though. Arya's blind now. After a good death. It was a good death. He deserved to die, obviously. Oh my god. And then Jon Snow, betrayed by his own people. That's me, for sure. Betrayed. Oh, God. And then Daenerys got he's for sure just on that train, on that rape train. Oh, man. Just nothing good happened for anybody.
Yeah, there was a lot to process.
Oh god. I mean, starting with the Arya thing, I was like, yes, he killed him. I'm like, I wonder if she's gonna let him live, and just have him just without eyes and just messed up. That would have been also good. Revenge tactic. But then she goes back to face, and then the girl drinks poison, dies. But it's not the girl, it's the guy. Oh no, it's the guy drinks poison, but the girl is not a girl, it's the dude, which is weird. How did he change his height? That was... You can't just change your height.
Well, you can if you're wearing a face.
Can you? Is that a magical face then?
All the faces.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. And then one of the faces was hers? How did they get a face of her? Because she was dying that one day. And then her dad took her there. And she didn't die. But maybe she did. See, that's what I'm thinking has happened. That's how she got her face. Unless, I don't know. Oh, I'm losing it. And then she's blind. But how did she become blind? 2, father-daughter moment again. And I called it, father-daughter moment, that means she's gonna die. Guess what happens? Boom, nosebleed, death. And then, oh god. Why, dude? Why? And then the whole walk of shame. That's like a real walk of shame. Just getting shit thrown, spit on. Ugh. I wonder. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. There's so much evil in this episode. And fuck those Night's Watch people. Like, fuck them. They're the worst. Especially the main, like, the pretend leader. Oh, we can't trust these wildlings. Bitch. Did you not see these White Walkers?
He hasn't. Sir Alistair Thorne has not.
Oh, I hope he sees that army.
You have to remember that he's
the biggest bitch of all.
When what's his name? When Lord Commander Mormont took that party north to go see what the fuck was happening and why these wildlings were all out, like, moving all over the place, he at the same time sent Sir Alistair Thorne to King's Landing to basically with that dead dude's head or whatever, to try and get more men. And we don't really see that in the show. It doesn't really, like, come back around ever. But Sir Alistair Thorne has never, in the time that we've been at the Wall with John, he's never really gone north of the Wall to really come in contact with the Army of the Dead or the White Walkers. He's only had all these people come back and say that there's an Army of the Dead and say that the White Walkers are moving again. But, you know, he actually hasn't seen it with his own two eyes. That's why there's, like, a division in the Night's Watch. Why there's some people who still are like, what? No, fuck the wildlings. It's because they only ever have seen wildlings come and try and kill people. They haven't seen the Army of the Dead. And it's only the few that made it back from that party and the mutiny, like John and Sam and his little group, that, like, have seen the Army of the Dead, have seen the White Walkers. That's why they make fun of Sam. Oh, you slayed a White Walker, did ya? Oh, yeah, you did? Sam the Slayer. Ha 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 ha. Because who would believe that Sam could slay a White Walker, let alone a person?
Yeah, so, honestly, fuck those people. Alright, show starts with ice melting. Okay, cool, whatever. Lord of Light has helped you.
Well, yeah, she's but like, oh, I've seen it. You're gonna win.
Liar.
And then they come out, and then boom. What's that? Half the camp left and all the horses? Great, so we gotta walk there?
And then, also, yeah, your wife, she hung herself.
There's a high death toll in this episode.
Yeah, there is.
Like
at this part, I was like, good. This is fine.
Especially after killing their daughter.
This is fine with me, yeah. Totally. And then he dies, fine. Okay with that too, because you're the worst father. So, yeah, dying is fine. And then here, Sam, hey, yeah, I gotta bounce. Because I don't feel safe here. Okay, fine, whatever, you bitch.
Well, he's also like Master. Remember, Maester Armen died.
Yeah, so
dude.
That was like the one dude preventing anyone from.
Yeah.
From them especially getting murdered by their own people.
But also, like, he was the only Maester. And Maesters are, like, the ones that, like, take care of the ravens and can send messages and are good at healing people and know a lot of history, so they have a lot of wisdom in terms of they can read. Like, not everybody can read.
Yeah, I know. I've realized this.
So fucking Sam's like, we need a Maester. I'm obviously not built for this, you know, Night's Watch shit, but I can still be of some use if I become a Maester. So send me to Old Town. Let me take Gilly so she can get the fuck out of here. And I'll come back and I'll be all trained up. And who knows, they have the biggest library there. So I might be able to even learn, I might learn something about the White Walkers or learn something about this, that, or the other thing that could help us when the long night comes.
Yeah, so he's like, okay, I haven't bounced. And then it's the fight of Stannis. Then he loses, obviously, because he has way less people. And no horses. I feel like the horse game is like a good move in war. And then she doesn't see the candle.
Brienne.
After weeks of staring.
Weeks of
Maybe
watching
months.
this one window.
Yeah. And then finally, no, doesn't see it, has to leave to kill Stannis, and then Reek saves the day somehow by throwing that girl off. And that was a sweet death too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good, like, oh shit. See, more deaths, like more different types of deaths is like the key of making it a good episode, I feel like.
Brienne finally gets her revenge that she's been bitching about since season 2.
Yeah, I know. Fucking. Alright, now you got that. Now there's like other people too that you have to kill and protect. Blah blah blah. She made like too many sworn promises.
I know, she got so many oaths at this point.
Yeah, it's like.
But like that was like she fulfilled that oath, so like now she can fucking focus on the other oaths. But like while she was fulfilling this oath, she totally missed the candle.
Yeah, I feel like she puts in more oaths than fulfills. Like you need to fulfill before you start another oath.
Like, alright, new rule, no more oaths until you finish your first oath. No dessert until you finish your vegetables.
And then this girl, who is slightly attractive.
She's hot. She's hot as fuck.
Yeah, and yes, she.
Melissa?
Somewhat of a vampire girl too.
I think her name's Melissa.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore
Or
because
Melinda.
she got thrown off.
Yeah, well, Reek had a change of heart last second.
Yeah, and then.
Ooh, she hit the ground hard too.
Yeah, and not. See, okay, so she fell from there, died. Okay, but then they decide, oh, let's just jump also from.
Okay, so well, look. So
I get it. There's snow. I get it.
He throws her into the castle, which is like, oh, there's like ground right there and cement.
Yeah.
And stone. And then they go
Jump
over.
from a higher point of the wall into snow.
Well, no, they're not really that higher. Like,
Okay.
see in the background right there? That's where they were. And that's where
a little higher.
And that's where he threw her over.
Okay.
If they're higher, they're maybe like 3 feet higher.
Yeah, that's still higher. But yeah, jumped in. They don't know what the depth of the snow is, honestly. Is it even soft snow? Is it ice? No one knows. But they went for it. Are they dead? No. That wouldn't make sense if they were dead. Because that's too easy. So they're probably still alive. And then this happens with weird freaking pervo.
Yeah, he doesn't even like fucking these girls. He just like beating them.
Yeah, like what? What are you doing? I mean, I'm glad he's not fucking, because that would be awful. But this is also equally awful.
And then boop, sneak attack. It's Arya.
Yep.
It's one of the best revenges.
And then eyes. Stab, shank, and then
Arya's good with that shank.
yeah, just straight shanking. Shawshank Redemption over here.
Literally Shawshank Redemption.
And I like how she's like, every name that she crosses off her list, she makes sure that the last thing that they hear or see or recognize or realize is the fact that she's Arya Stark. Like, oh yeah, remember that time you fucked me over? Boom, revenge, bitch, now die.
Yeah, wow, she holds grudges for a long time. But then she becomes blind, and I'm like, no. She was hands down my favorite. Best, like, basically I feel her pain every single time I watch her. Like, you watch your dad die, you watch your mom die, you watch your brother die, you've seen so many bad things. Maybe that's why her eyes are gone. But that's messed up, though.
Yeah, this scene fucked you up, didn't it?
Yeah, like, how dare you?
Do you think she was gonna die here?
But there was no part where, like, she drank the poison. She didn't drink the poison.
But did you think she was gonna die here?
No, I thought, like, she's too big of a character to just die right away. But
Oh,
the
yeah?
blind.
Oh yeah? You think she's too big of a character, Jon Snow?
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, that caught me very off guard. I'm like, what? He got murdered? But it wasn't... Why? Why, though? Like...
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
They're like the... She was... Why didn't Crazy Legs just die? We don't want Crazy Legs.
Yeah, this episode overall, like, not a good one for Starks. And there's not a lot of Starks left.
I know, and... Arya was like one of the best stories. And then keep going, keep going.
Well, you can see here her cataracts. She's definitely blind as shit.
She can't be blind. But one Stark is pretty much wheelchaired. Or not even wheelchaired, just like...
Well, he's in a tree, like, at the top of the world. Like...
But he's a cripple. But now she is also another Stark that became blind, which is another handicap. So these Starks are just getting handicapped.
They're just catching handicaps out here.
And Jon Snow is dead now, so that sucks. Cause how did he even? Doesn't even make any sense. He didn't do anything wrong.
Well, to the Night's Watch.
Well, like, Arya didn't obey the command, like, what she was supposed to do. I get it. Okay? I get it. She fucked up. Because she has her own revenge plot. But...
So the thing with the Night's Watch is that they have this wall, right? And they guard the wall. Why did they guard the wall? It was built thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago in order to keep out the White Walkers. The White Walkers haven't been seen for 8,000 years. Think about right now. We're in the year 2018. Are we scared right now of anything that was the most scariest thing from 6,000 BC? What's the scariest thing that existed in 6,000 BC?
What's the scariest?
Yeah, like what do you think was like the worst thing that could happen to a civilization in Egypt, right? Do we worry about that? Do we worry about anything from 6,000 BC? No, right? No is the answer.
Okay.
You on your phone?
Yeah, no is the answer.
So like, for them to be doing this one thing for thousands of years and never having it come up, they've gradually focused their attention on things that do plague them, like wildlings. So there's a lot of people in the Night's Watch who think that the wall is there to keep wildlings out. Like, that's all they think that the wall is there for.
Okay.
They don't even, regardless of how many histories or stories or
Of White
old
Walkers,
wives'
they do.
tales get told about, you know, White Walkers and ice spiders and this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, they do.
They don't, it's not in practice in real life. So they just think the wall is there to keep wildlings out.
Yeah.
So for Jon Snow to bring wildlings through the wall is like a huge, huge deal. It's like the one thing that a lot of them believe the wall's there for to keep out. And he's just letting them walk through. And not only that, but giving them lands south of the wall to settle on. Like, as far as they're concerned, if they haven't seen the Army of the Dead, and if they haven't seen the White Walkers, it's, you know, he's being a traitor.
Yeah, totally.
So that's why.
But it just, I have so much revenge in my heart right now. Like, just on everybody. And this was sad. She didn't do shit.
Marcella?
Yeah. It was actually like a good person, like Lannister, which is hard to find, really. And then moment of, oh, she didn't know I'm her father, and like now everything will be fine. Nope. I don't get it. Did she like kiss her or something?
Yeah, I see her wipe off her lipstick.
Oh. Plus the antidote. Okay, this, and then, oh, so this was interesting with Dario and Jorah, because they're obviously, and then Tyrion's like, yeah, I know both of you are just in love with this girl, I get it. She just flew around in a dragon, so that's cool. But none of you are worthy, and I was just like, finally someone had to say it. And then, but at the end, Dario's sort of the winner, because he's been fucking, and Jorah has not fucked. So,
Right.
ugh, it does suck to be Jorah, and I'm not Jorah, so there you go.
It seriously is like who you want to be and who you are.
Because guess what?
Who you want to be?
I was
Who you are.
fucking. No,
Who you
I
wanna
was
be?
him. I was
Who-
Dario. I was more Dario because I was fucking.
Who you want to be,
Oh god.
who you are. Want to be? Are.
No, it's
Wanna-
not. It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Wanna be?
because I
Are.
what? Okay.
Want to be?
Jeez.
Are.
You know what? Edit this out. It's not even right. Because honestly, like I said, I was fucking. So therefore, I'm a Dario. More than.
You're the least Dario person I've ever met.
Yeah, I am, because he's kind of a fucking. He's an asshole. He's like, he says the wrong things every time. Oh, yeah, I would just murder everyone. Maybe that's not a great idea. Let's just bounce from Marine. How about that? That would be my goal. Like, hey, let's just.
That's what
let-
Jorah keeps telling her to do.
Let them figure that out.
That's
No.
what Jorah was telling her to do.
No, Jorah wasn't saying that.
Yes,
So-
he was.
oh,
Yes,
God.
he was. You're such a Jorah.
And I'm Jorah. Okay, next is.
I did like the part where Dario's just like cutting down Tyrion. Like, do you know how to track? Do you know how to fight. So you basically just talk.
He's like, and drink wine. So,
He's like, and drink.
so let's not forget that part. And then Varys comes out literally out of nowhere because I didn't see him. Like, he's just very random. Oh, here I am. Remember me? Remember, like, you got kidnapped and, like, no one told me, and I was looking for you for, like, a while, and I said, remember when I said, let's not be here because you'll be recognized? And you're like, no, I've been stuck in a box forever. Well, there you go.
Well, it looks like it all worked out in the end. Because now, Tyrion, with years of experience as Hand of the King, ruling over King's Landing, and Varys, with his vast network of spies.
That he doesn't claim to have.
Well, they were just being sarcastic.
No, I know, and it's annoying. Like, just roast each other already. That's not...
Well, I mean, it's a nice little, like, subtle, like, you know, hey, the boys are back in town.
Yeah, no,
The whole time you're just like, come on, roast each other.
yeah, that's
But
the
like
best part.
they gotta, like, they can't just settle back into roasting. They have to, like, acknowledge the fact that they're friends.
I'm just gonna call Varys Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross.
And then Daenerys with the dragon. Just chill there. How about just chill there? You know, that's your main security guard.
I know, right? She's just like, ugh, you know what? Fine, fuck this. I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, you're gonna leave a dragon.
And walk back to Marine, which you don't even know the direction of.
And
you don't
honestly,
even know
did
how
you
far.
not see the dragon get, like, speared, like, several times? Like, at least 10.
Right, like, this is one of those moments where you're like, oh, Daenerys is, like, incapable as shit. Like, she's really only good at making boss decisions when there's, like, a very obvious boss decision to be made. Like, otherwise, it's like, oh, do you know how to make ointments and heal your dragon? Do you know how to, like, fucking, you know, range for food? Do you know how to, like...
Yeah, she wasted too much time.
Do you even know how to tell which way is, you know, north, south, east, or west, and which way the city is that you want to walk to? No? Oh, so you're basically just useless as fuck.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, you can't be burned, and you're...
And dragons sometimes like you.
And then, oh, don't you know, yeah, and also, like, let that dragon rest a little bit, you know? That didn't heal the wounds. Oh, and then she dropped the wedding ring, I'm assuming? Or you're not, or you can't tell me.
It's not a wedding ring, it's just one of her regular, just like a ring she always wears.
Yeah, but obviously it had something important, like, it's probably some Draco gave her, or Khal Drogo.
Well, look what she sees.
Yeah, the Dothraki people.
Right.
Yeah, so and it's all dudes, and they're all on horses. And guess what they do? Rape? Because remember that one scene?
Right,
where
but,
everyone's cheering for rape?
right, but why do you think someone would drop a valuable?
Oh, so that if someone walks over there, they'll know.
Right?
She was
Hansel
there.
and Greteling that bitch? Leaving a trail of breadcrumbs?
Yeah, sort of. But also, she's gonna get train raped, and that's gonna suck.
Like, right, like they immediately just start lining up. Alright, I'm first.
You know what? I would be like first or not. Definitely not last. How about that? Well, not even last. Definitely, maybe sloppy seconds. But that's as far as it goes.
Wow.
And then
You're
I'm
just admitting to wanting to rape her.
No, not rape. Okay. Well, no. Okay, change it. I change it, not rape, but like dibs, like.
What does that mean?
Meaning like
if we're gonna fuck this
maybe
girl,
kidnap her and maybe she'll get Stockholm syndrome on her own, and be like, hey, this guy's a nice guy. He's not a dick like the rest of them. So.
Speaking of Stockholm syndrome,
I'm gonna let him slide that dick in this puss. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that happens. And also, speaking of Stockholm syndrome, next scene is Cersei.
Yeah, confessing. Okay, get it. She just wants to go home, which makes sense. But also, I thought she was gonna die because she confessed. Normally, when you confess, you die. That's what happens. But no, gave her the shame walk. A vicious shame walk. Like you thought, frat house sorority walks are shame walks. No, this is the ultimate one.
This is.
You have to walk naked with the worst haircut ever.
Well, there's a reason for them cutting her hair.
Why?
So having a long hair in medieval times was a sign of wealth, because if you had long hair that was clean, then that meant you could afford to have, shampoos and lotions and perfumes and things to clean it. Whereas if you were poor and you let your hair grow, it would become matted, right? And all knotty and fucking ratty and shit. So you would cut it just because it was just unhygienic for you to have long hair. So having long hair was a sign of wealth. So in order to strip her down to the common people's, status, they take away her hair, take away her clothes, take away all of her finery and adornments, and lay her before the people as she came into this world before the gods.
Alright, and then she goes, and then they obviously did a bad job cutting her hair too, because they sliced her head, cut her head pretty bad.
They're just being very vicious with that.
Yeah, and the wiping down.
Yeah, they don't really give a fuck about actually cleaning.
Gentle that shit up.
Right?
It's not a car, it's a person.
And also those sponges are not smooth sponges.
Yeah,
those are some coarse ass.
Yeah, it's not
scrub brushes.
It's not a pan. It's not like a freaking pan you made bacon with. But you gotta scrub extra hard. Get that grease.
And then, she does the walk.
The walk of shame, 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 shame. And how annoying. Couldn't you be like, hey, can you just shut up? This is already bad.
Nope. She needs to feel every shame with every step.
Every step you take, every move you make, I'll be shaming you. That's the song that should have played in the background.
And she just gets shit thrown on her and spit on.
And then she finally makes it, and then the wizard maester weirdo is like, I'm glad you made it home. Well, here's a present. It's a fucking monster, and it won't talk, which is great news. But also, it won't talk until he kills all of your enemies. And I'm like, how do I get one of those? Because I'm in the market for vicious murder for all my enemies. Oh my god, if they only made those.
Yeah, so that's basically...
Yeah, she kind of came up. It wasn't too bad. like being blind, that's bad. That's like, there's no upside to that. Like, her upside is, she had a very, emotional torment, walking, getting shamed, but then comes home and now has a vicious beast murderer that carries her. And she's not even too sad anymore in her face.
Well, now she's already plotting.
Yeah, she's
revenge.
like, they made the biggest mistake of their lives.
By letting her go back.
Yeah, first person she's gonna kill is that nun. Pretty sure. This is the last face you're gonna see. She kept saying it too. And then right here, homeboy. And is homeboy part of the Night's Watch murder?
Homeboy, no. Homeboy, no fingers?
No finger. What's his name? Davos?
Yes.
Wow, I can't. That was a total guess. I was like, I know there's a Davos somewhere.
Sir Davos Seaworth.
Yeah, he. Four Finger Dave, maybe that could be his name.
No, please, dear God, no.
No Finger Dave.
And then Melisandre comes
I'll just
back.
call him Dave. And Dave.
Dave with the gray beard.
Or Davo.
And Melisandre comes back because Stannis was obviously not the Lord of Lights.
Yeah.
Like, main dude.
Yeah. So,
Even though they burned her daughter, like, she looks visibly shaken in her religion. Like, oh, how the fuck could I be wrong? What the fuck? And then, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, all of these letters are replies from the Lords of the Realm, basically telling him to fuck off about this White Walker nonsense and the fact that he keeps writing to them for more men. And they're like, no, we got shit to do. We got shit to do. And then Ollie. So why don't you take me through your mind during this scene? Because this is one of the most tough scenes to process.
Okay, so this is exactly what was happening in my head. First, as he's opening each scroll, I'm thinking, I don't even think he's reading it, because no one reads that fast. Two, he's not even thinking about it, he's just like, okay, there's letters, and then he puts them to the side. And then Ollie comes, and he's like, hey, there's a guy, I already didn't trust him at all. Like, ever since he said the wildlings, this and that, the whole time I was thinking, yeah, he's obviously not in good terms, because of his decision, and he hasn't made peace or anything, and he goes in, blah blah blah, and I did not see him getting murdered though. So I thought it was like a trap, and they're gonna like keep him hostage or something like that, not murdered.
What about when you saw that? Traitor.
Yeah, that's kind of a dick, because he obviously is like, no, this must be for someone else.
Oh, hey guys, there's no wildling here that knows my uncle. Like, there's just a sign that says traitor. Is this one of your guys' signs? Like, look at that face.
It's a really bad handwriting, so it looks like yours. Just points out the guy. Like, it looks like Dave's handwriting, actually.
And then he doesn't even get a full turn before.
Oh, I hate that guy the most. And he saved his life. So how can He saved everybody's life.
That's what you get for being a good person in the world of Game of Thrones.
You know what? This is the most realistic TV show or whatever series I've ever seen because it's true. Nothing good happens to the good people. They just die.
It's very true.
And sometimes I have to ask myself, why am I not dead yet? I'm pretty good.
Maybe you're not as good as you think.
Oh man, I have to get so good that I die. I bet you that's the problem.
I told you, man. I told you not to like anybody.
And that's not fair because it was like 2 of the main people I liked. No, well, yeah, 2 out of 3. Because Daenerys, Arya, and Jon Snow were like my top
But
people.
Daenerys, I mean, all 3 of them had shit. Like, ate shit. Like, Daenerys is definitely getting that rape train.
Yeah, for worst.
Jon died, and Arya's blind.
Oh God! How dare you? Oh my God! Well, now what? Now it's season 6. Season 6 better make up for all this. How do you? I mean, who's left? Jamie and Cersei. Oh my God! All the Lannisters are left. Is there any Starks left? I mean, there's still Arya. She's blind now. That sucks. And then he died. That sucks, man.
No spoilers, guys.
I mean,
I already know. Yeah.
definitely.
Pretty much watched the whole thing like off and off.
That is sad, dude. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if I want to watch season 6 anymore.
Like I said, I feel like we should wait a week in between this one and
No,
In bet-
tomorrow.
no, in between seasons. I feel like we should wait.
No, watching it tomorrow.
Nah, you're gonna be busy.
Yeah, I just.
Mr. Sandman,
You don't have to be with it.
make him the cutest that I've ever
Oh my God.
Give him 2 lips like roses and clover.
I'm gonna wear
And tell him
like
that his lonesome nights are
my
over.
suit just in case. You know what? I'm gonna be thinking about the whole time. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be like watching all around.
Be careful not to have this spoiled for you. If you bring it up in conversation,
No, I'm not going to.
because people
I never do.
People will spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not. Nope. No one's gonna spoil it.